Hey brother, Stuart Matola, men's relationship coach. I hope you're having a great day. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you about how to deal with a verbally abusive wife. And I'm going to give you some tips and tools in this video to help you with that situation. So up front, to know if you are in a verbally abusive situation or emotionally abusive situation, just notice the behavior that you're experiencing with your wife or partner and ask yourself, would you tolerate that behavior at work? Would you speak up about it? Would you try to communicate, negotiate something different? And are you saying to yourself, yeah, there's no way I would tolerate that at work? So if your wife's yelling at you, talking to you in a way that's just cuts you down, that's just denigrating, you're probably not going to take that at work. So that's step number one, to identify whether you're actually experiencing verbal or emotional abuse. Now, the second part is understanding that this is happening from her because she is desperately trying to get needs met. Maybe she's trying to get your attention because she feels like you're not emotionally present for her. Maybe she feels like you're not hearing her needs and she's just turning up the volume and yelling and screaming. Or there's a way in which she's trying to flood you to just ensure that you're there, you're present. And you might be saying to yourself, well, of course I'm there, I'm present, I'm listening to her, I'm trying, I'm showing up. Okay, I get that. I'm going to talk to you about that in a second, because you're probably doing it in the wrong way. That's causing her to be even more activated and get more abusive. But what I want you to understand is this is about her unmet needs, okay? So when you get that, you can depersonalize the situation at some level and say, oh, she's flipping out because she's not getting some needs met, okay? And instead of taking that on you as, oh, I am failing her, okay? Understanding, yeah, this is about unmet needs. And yeah, it's hard to hear the needs of someone who's yelling at you, cutting you down, stuck in complaints. So give yourself some self-compassion there. I'm going to take you into this third part, which is going to help you understand how to actually show up in a way once you start to depersonalize the situation at some level. And I know I say some level because it's difficult to do that when you live with somebody 24/7, day in, day out. Okay. But the first step to actually depersonalizing that is a healthy boundary. And that's just simply noticing what you're allowing in. So if you have a healthy boundary, what's coming at you, the darts, you're going to actually have that boundary and notice, yeah, I don't need to let that in. I don't need to make that about me. This is about her and her unmet needs. This is about the challenges she's experiencing. And when I actually have a strong boundary with what I allow in, then I'm actually doing a great job of keeping myself safe, which then allows me to create safety for her. So then the other boundary is noticing what comes out, because you might be barking back, screaming back, or you might be cowering and crumbling. Okay? And if you're cowering and crumbling, chances are you're not good with that boundary of what you're allowing in. But if you're the guy who's barking back, you have to notice what boundary you have for what you shoot out. Okay? And then the last piece about a boundary, a healthy boundary, is being able to say to your wife or partner, I want to hear what you have to say, but I need you to turn down the volume so that I can hear you. And if you don't, I'm going to step out of the room, take a time out, and I'll revisit in 10 minutes. I'm not disappearing, because I see a lot of times women say, oh, you're just disappearing again. Like, no, I'm not disappearing. I will be back, but I'm not going to be cut down, yelled at, and treated poorly. Okay, that's another boundary, and that's also what's called containment. Okay, you're containing the energy, you're creating safety in the situation, and it also allows you to be more clear with what's alive in you, what's happening to you, to be expressive about how her behavior is impacting you. And And another container that you get to set there is, there's nothing that you need to do about that for me, sweetie. You just need to hear me and hold me with your ears if you're willing to. Okay? Because there is a level at which, when you're practicing healthy boundaries, that creates safety so that you can now be more emotionally available and more open to her. Now, I'll be upfront with you, brother. A lot of times when my clients practice these skills, it makes things worse at first. And that's where it's very helpful to have support, a coach like myself or a professional who can support you in that, to help guide you to understand, like, yeah, things are going to get worse at first, but that's going to be the way that you break this unhealthy dynamic that you are in with your wife or partner. So that's just the tip of the iceberg, brother. If you want to learn more about my work, check out links to my work below. I hope this was helpful. Thanks so much for watching, and have a kick-ass day. Bye.